Hi there, I'm Alex Hughes. I'm the product marketing manager for Photoshop Touch, and I'm going to give you a hands-on demonstration of the new product that we announced today. And go straight into a new project. So, as you can see, when you start a new project, you're given a number of locations upon which you want to acquire your different assets. We're obviously going to be showing off the Creative Cloud today, as that was a new announcement as well. But you could also just take a picture from your device's camera. You could go to a Google search, which is an integration point we have, or pull your pictures off of your Facebook account or on the local device. So in this demonstration, we're going to choose the Mad Hatter image and go ahead. And so that's downloading from the Creative Cloud right now. And so that's one image. But the great thing about Photoshop Touch is that we support layers, okay? So if you want to add a layer, it's really easy. You just click the plus sign on the Layers panel, and you can go ahead and add another layer. I'm going to choose a photo layer. I'm going to go back to the Creative Cloud, and I'm going to choose this warehouse image that will shortly populate, and add that in. This is an Air application. It's running on Android 3.1 or higher. And we recommend a screen size of 8.9 inches or higher UI. So, you've got some familiar handles here to move and place a new layer when you bring it in. But I'm just simply going to drag that open to cover the whole area and click Done. Okay, so now I've got two layers, and I'm going to bring the Mad Hatter layer back to the front, or to the top. So the next thing I want to show you is our Tools panel. So we've got a number of core Photoshop tools here. Selection tools, stuff like the magic wand, brushes, paint tools, cloning tool, healing brushes, eraser, smudge, and blur. So a lot of the things that a lot of Photoshop...
Familiar with Photoshop on the desktop.
Right, you'll know a lot of these. But we have one new one that's really interesting, and it's called the Scribble Selection Tool. So we're really trying to make selections easy on a touch device. And so you can see there's some coach marks that pop up. This is a first-time experience when you choose the tool for the first time. Those tend to go away after you tap on the screen. And so this tool is really easy to use. You just scribble on the area of the image you want to keep, and it can be pretty rough. And then you tap the Remove button, and you scribble on the area you want to remove. And once you're done, it makes the selection for you. It does a pretty good job. But if you want to go clean up, like I noticed there's an area down there that we need to remove, you simply just...
That's all you have to do.
That's all you need to do. And I won't show you on the demo, but there are also some... you can also do feathering or refine edge, which are powerful Photoshop technologies that will help you with something like soft edges, like this guy's hair, to really select right down to the tips of the hair. So that's really cool. But
does it auto-save as you're working?
It does. It will auto-save as you work, and so anytime you want to go back and see the gallery, you just press the back arrow. But it is constantly saving, just in case.
It's easy enough to undo.
There's undo and redo right down at the bottom here, so you can see those. And so what we want to do is just remove the background now. Simple to do now. Go to the Edit menu and hit Extract. Okay, and we've got a photo composite. I mean, you could do that in a minute, right? Grab two images, remove the background from one, and you've got a new image. It's amazing how far we've come. So, I'm going to go ahead and deselect now what I was working on. But there's a number of other tools that you'll find here. We've got a number of adjustments, all the way down to applying curves and levels, if you want to get that technical. A number of different effects that you can apply to a photo, and they're grouped by different categories here. And so this is a subset of the effects you would find in our desktop product, but a pretty robust set.
Yeah, so you have lens effects as well as color effects.
That's right. And then if we go to this ampersand menu item, this is where we've grouped a couple of the extra options. So things like warping your image, adding camera fill, which I know was demonstrated to bring a live camera feed straight into your project. Add fade, which is what we're going to do, or you can add text. So add fade is really simple to use. If I want to work on blending two images together, this simple interface comes up where you can just drag these handles and really change the way you're compositing these two photos together. And there's a number of options on, if you want the gradient to go from left to right, top to bottom, or somewhat of a circular fashion.
Yeah, the functionality is pretty deep. Any idea on the size of the application?
I think currently it's about 40 megs. Yeah, pretty good. And so we've kind of faded that image into the other, which is nice. We can also go in, and if you want to add some text, pretty simple to do that as well. I actually grabbed the wrong handle, but we can drag that down. We can bring open the keyboard and type in our text. Something like that. And then exit out of this, and then obviously that text is too big, so we'll just resize it, bring it in here, and then once we're ready to commit that, we've got a number of other options though for text. We're streaming a number of fonts to the tablet. There's also some fonts that come with the app, just in case you are offline. You have a short collection of fonts. You can choose color for your text, a number of different ways to choose color. And then you go ahead and commit the text, and you've got the image there. So if you'd like, I can also demo the camera fill.
Absolutely.
As one of the features that kind of is unique to the tablet, so tablet exclusive feature. And so what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll make a selection. I'll use the circle selection tool here. And I'll just make a selection in the upper right here just for the point of showing this. And so what I want to do now is go back to add, and so I'm going to add a stream from my camera to that area I've selected. So you just click Add Camera Fill, and now we're in camera mode, and so you can see I can focus on a different person, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually flip the camera, so it's using the front-facing camera, and I can hold it up to myself here and maybe get my eyeball in there. So kind of another element to the madness here. And if I like that, I can keep it. And I've really quickly brought in a live image and captured that straight into my composite. And of course, you could work on blending that image in, or right. So, once you're done, we want to make it really simple to bring two images together, to do the work you want with them, to refine them, but then to share them out. I mean, what's the point of doing all this work if you're not going to let other people enjoy it? So, if you go back to the gallery, there's a number of sharing options here that you can see. I can upload it to the Creative Cloud. I can save it to my camera roll or my local area. I can share it via Facebook or via email. So I'm not logged into Facebook, but it's pretty simple. You just log in and hit submit.
All set up.
Yeah, and the Facebook integration actually goes a step further in that when you submit something to Facebook, you can actually see the comments people make on that image within the application. Okay, it's a shame I'm not logged in right now, but it's another cool feature. So that's about it. That's Photoshop Touch in a nutshell.
And when can we expect to see it for the general public?
Yeah, so we expect Photoshop Touch to be available on the Android market in November.
Okay. iOS possibly?
And we're working on iOS, and we should be able to announce something like that pretty soon as well.
Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, appreciate it.